Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rich, where today I will be playing one of my all-time favourites, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PlayStation 1. This game I've been playing since I was about 7 years old, which is a good 13 years of my life. More than half of my life have I been playing this game. I still play this game regularly, about 3 times a year I play this game. I love it so much. It's just got so much nostalgia for me, and I thought, starting up a new channel, why not play this game? I'm just going to say now, this is a PC emulator that I'm recording on. However, I do have the game and a PlayStation 1, so I do own game. I just don't have the equipment to record from PS1 to computer yet. Also, I just want to say, disclaimer now, I don't know how many PS1 games I'm going to do on this channel, if many. I definitely know I might do Atlantis The Lost Empire, because that's another one of my all-time favourites from childhood. Also, I don't know if I'll be doing the Chamber of Secrets after this, because I love the Chamber of Secrets as well, because it follows the same kind of gameplay mechanics as this game, same graphics, and it feels very samey, and the continuity is always good. However, I'm not as big of a fan of it as I am this game. So for now I'm just going to do this game, get it on the channel, see what you all think. If there's a demand for it, I might consider doing more PS1 games. The PS1 games I'd consider doing would be Chamber of Secrets, Atlantis The Lost Empire, Monsters Inc. on PS1 maybe, and Toy Story. They're probably my most played PS1 games. They're the ones that I feel comfortable enough to do. I've never been a hardcore gamer, but I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Also, as you probably just gathered from the intro, I'm going to be talking through cutscenes and speech. I'm guessing you're not watching this as a tutorial, and if you are, I'll be showing you how to play the game. Also,
welcome to Hogwarts.
It very vaguely follows the storyline of the Philosopher's Stone, and if you're coming to my channel to learn the story of the Philosopher's Stone, then that's some miracle. And I really apologise that I'm speaking over all the cutscenes, but really, I can recommend you the movies, and before the movies, the books. If you don't like reading, there's the audiobooks. I'm not just advertising Harry Potter here, but you know, if you want to learn the story, go and read the books. Even though this game was my first experience with Harry Potter, before I even seen the films or read any of the books, I played this game. So my first impressions of Harry Potter was a little bit bad, in that this makes very vague references to the book, and also you're meant to have met a lot of the characters already before you start this game. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'm just going to do a playthrough. I know where everything is, so if you're watching this as a tutorial, I'm not really going to explain much, just follow my lead. Bookcases that you can't climb. You can climb a lot of bookcases. Bookcases that can't climb, you can walk through if you press square, and a lot of them hide these wizard cards. There's 17 to collect in the game, and if you get all 17 you get a special 18th card. I'm not going to view the Folio Magi in this game. A lot of people do, and you just get a bit of info about who you've collected, and it's interesting, but not interesting enough, I don't think. Anyway, let's go talk to Fred and George.
By the look of that scar,
they're going to set us up their little side missions now. Throughout the game, there's the opportunity to collect every 5 beans, and if you get so many beans you can trade them in for a password to a portrait. However, not the portrait they're standing by at the moment, that's a Gryffindor common room, but the passwords that they give you get you into portraits, and you can unlock special prizes.
Which is through the portrait of the fat lady.
Gryffindor common room is a room in the game. We could just go in now very quickly.
Caput
I
Draconis.
tend to play through this entire game without going in, mainly because there's a loading screen in between the common room and the rest of the game. But all that's in here is just a bit of info. There's a girl here who tells you about potions.
When you drink a Wiggenwald potion,
They replenish your
all
health.
Remarkable, isn't it?
But we could have gathered that later. This guy tells us about chocolate frogs.
Grab a chocolate frog.
If you lose a bit of health,
It'll give you
eat a
back some
chocolate frog.
energy.
Eat a chocolate frog by running into one and your health will fill up. Notice board, we'll read it, go on.
Please keep the common room tidy. For sale, issues 1 to 6
they
of the
do
Adventures of Martin
change
Muggs,
every time
the
you read
Mad
them.
Muggle. 3 sickles each.
But it doesn't add much to the game. This is a Folio Magi book. You can come and read this anytime you want. Also, this is the Daily Prophet, which
Gringotts break-in latest.
just tells you about the
Investigations continue into
Gringotts
the
break-in,
break-in at
which
Gringotts.
is kind of fundamental to
Rumored
the
to be the
plot
work
line
of
of the
dark
Philosopher's
wizards.
Stone.
Gringotts goblins
However,
today
if you
insisted that
don't
nothing had
come
been
in the
taken.
common room in this
The
game, then
contents of the
you
vault
just
in question,
miss
which remain
this
unidentified,
plot point
had
completely,
been withdrawn
even though it's
earlier
mentioned
that
later.
same day.
And the red book, you can save the game here. So I'm just going to do a quick game save, so that then I can do a sound check. But then we'll be getting on with the game. Okay, so let's crack on with the game. I just had to do a sound check because I started to record this game earlier and the sound levels were really bad and you couldn't hear my voice over the talking of the game, but I've just checked that. Seems to be okay now. I've decided I'll try not to talk over talking because it does seem to compete two voices, like you'll already know because you'll have just witnessed it. However, yeah, let's just get on with the game. Here's Ron.
Hey Harry, remember me? Ron Weasley. That slimy Slytherin Draco Malfoy ran through this door with an owl under his arm. I think it was your owl Hedwig. Let's go after him.
So this sets up the first kind of mission of the game. We're meant to have remembered Ron from the train. Yeah. Anyway, this is like the tutorial mission.
Come on Harry, let's find Hedwig.
Well, 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 if it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco Malfoy, and you do well to show me respect. Looking for that owl of yours? How careless of you to leave it lying about. Go home to your mother, Potter. Oh, sorry, you don't have one, do you?
And that's Draco Malfoy, the arguably the villain. Arguably. So yeah, let's begin the search for Hedwig, our little owl.
He's a nasty piece of work.
Who's been trapped by Malfoy.
Gryffindor should stick together.
Surely there's some law against that. Animal cruelty? You can't really keep an owl
Come on Harry, follow me. To climb
imprisoned.
up, just push forwards on your controller.
This part of the game is pretty much a tutorial. We're going to learn how to run around and climb up things.
Let's go.
We will learn to use our wand in a bit. I will learn all the controls. But yeah, if you push up against something, you climb, which is a lot of fun. So let's learn how to jump.
Follow me. To jump, just approach the edge and keep pressing forwards on the controller.
So basically run and just don't stop.
Look, there's another feather. I'll double back and watch the entrance. You better go on and rescue Hedwig.
It's quite funny that at this point in the game, we don't really know why we're collecting feathers, but they seem fun to collect, so we will. This is pretty easy, this bit. And this door is locked, but I wonder if... There we go. On to the next room!
Hello, Harry Potter. My name is Nearly Headless Nick, and I am the Gryffindor House Ghost. God, look how tall this room is. Well, I mean, you must go all the way to the top to get out. If you want to look around, press your triangle button. Press the triangle button again when you've finished.
Yeah, triangle gives you a kind of first-person view without completely going first-person. This room is really tall, and we've got to climb to the top of it if we want to proceed, which it's not really a case of do we want to, it's just that that door's locked and there's only another way out. And these portraits are really creepy, because they don't quite move, but because of how bad the graphics are, they kind of move, but in a glitchy kind of way. So here's a chocolate frog. We haven't lost any health. You will lose health from falling though in this game. If you fall too high, from too high, you will hurt yourself. Because Harry is only human. In a world where magic prevails, physics still apply.
Ah, some snails have escaped from a care of magical creatures class. Careful, they're dreadfully poisonous. Press the cross button to cast the Flipendo knockback jinx from your wand. That should stop the wretched things. And watch out for those poisonous snail trails.
Yeah, the advice here is don't get too close to the snails because you'll lose health. And don't step in the little slimy bit that they're following. Right, they're glittering, which means we can do magic on them. And basically, when you learn different spells, there's not different buttons for different spells, there's just one button. You can do magic on anything if it's glittering above it. Anyway, let's just Flipendo these snails. One hit to slow them down, and then another hit to finish them off. Or, if you hold down the cross button, charge your Flipendo, and it goes in one. But we're not meant to know that yet. Oh, a feather.
You can use your L2 and R2 buttons to rotate the game camera.
This little blue book just tells us that we can do stuff. The camera's pretty reliable in this game regardless. But that missed. Stop. Disappear. I think we've just killed a snail. Or three. But we've unlocked the next door, so let's see what else we can do with Flipendo. It's like the staple of all magic.
Press the triangle button to view your surroundings. You can also cast a Flipendo knockback jinx from this view. See what you can find to Flipendo in this room.
Flipendo does a lot of things. It stuns, it moves, it gets rid of. There's a rat over there. You can very vaguely see it. Hit it and you'll get 5 house points. And the spiderweb here. It just looks like part of the wall. It doesn't look like anything spectacular. However, it will disappear on Flipendo. Also this block, you can Flipendo, but we'll talk to Nick first. But yeah, 90% of the magic you'll do in this game is going to be Flipendo.
Hello again. Did you notice that those poisonous snails twinkle?
We did.
Things that twinkle can be affected by a Flipendo knockback jinx. This is a jinx block. Your Flipendo knockback jinx will move it aside. To move the jinx block, cast Flipendo at it.
Okie dokie. Right, and once again, if you just do a quick tap of the cross, you'll move it so far. If you charge a Flipendo, that doesn't move it any further. That's fun. Anyway, that didn't work. I was meant to be making a point there, but feathers. Also, if you get to this bit and the rat is still alive, it will try and bite you and you will lose health. If so, get rid of the spider web, jump across here, jump on the window ledge. There's a chocolate frog there. Eating chocolate frogs when you've got full health does absolutely nothing. Let's look out the window. We're in heaven, because Hogwarts is such a magical place. And there's a feather here, another chocolate frog there, but the final feather's there. I mean, the feathers aren't hard, so they don't fool you with the feathers in this bit of the game. To be honest, this is the only bit that has feathers. Ominous black figure, standing in the corner of the room. Who was that? Also, you can't get up there. You just can't. Don't try. I've spent hours trying, so don't.
Well, you've made it this far. Now take a look at this. A tall jinx block like this one needs a charged Flipendo knockback jinx to move it. To cast a charged knockback jinx, hold down the cross button to build up the spell before releasing it.
Which is what I've just told you. But shh, you heard it from Nick first. Also, that's the last we see of Nick for a while. So yeah, this one you can't move with a standard Flipendo. Charge it, hits it, and let's just wait for it to lock into place. Fantastic. 5 more house points to Gryffindor. So we're now just going to climb up here. And jump here. Do triangle because there's a spider web there. You can, if you move this down the rest of the track, you can jump from this corner onto the pillar, onto that balcony thing, but really it's just time wasting.